What's going on, my YouTube fam? This is Valencia Harrison. I wanted to come by today just to show you some of the applications that I'm using for my Instagram. This is to how to create a picture for Instagram to kind of boost your chances of getting more engagement, and also, allowing people to see a little bit of your personality in the pictures. Okay, so some of the applications that I'm using, as you see, I got Phonto right here. I got that's mainly one I use, and the Pixar. I use those two mainly, but I do have like InstaSize just in case I need to shrink the picture. I don't too much use the Font Studio and the PicLab. But if I want to put a bunch of pictures together, and instead of trying to send out 5 different ones at, random times throughout the day or at one time, I do use the layout. So those are the apps that I do have on my phone that helps me with my pictures. But let me give you an example of the pictures that I have on my Instagram. Okay, so randomly I just pick this one. Not too much to it, squad goals. It has some cars in the background, and then I have, of course, my Instagram name. So if other people are trying to use this picture, which is not a problem, you want other people to use it, because when they're using it on there, it's depending on their following. Other people will see your name and they're going to wonder who that person is, and they're going to plug you in into the search bar, and then they're going to come to your page. And as long as your page, you're posting on a consistent basis, and you have great, pictures or content or whatever you're trying to convey to your audience, you should be fine. But as you can see, by me just putting a simple picture with cars in the background, putting squad goals, my Instagram name, I got 245, likes on this, with 13 comments on there, and just overall showing, how people are liking the picture and engaging with me as well. So, that's just an example. But let me go and show you. Let me exit out of here and show you of how I start off using. So, what I'll do is, I go to my search bar, and I'll type in. You can type in just something this simple, luxury, right there, and of course go to images and kind of go, stroll through it and see what pops out, what pulls, kind of what pulls your attention, which will also pull your audience attention as well. So you can kind of play with it. This has a lot of color, a lot of, um, a lot of, it's captivating. It makes people want to look at you, but it's not, it's kind of plain to me, so I wouldn't necessarily pick that out. Let's see. That one's fairly decent, but I wouldn't go with that one either. Like I said, it's not something that you can just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna pick this and then that's it. I actually did use this picture, and once we get back to my Instagram, I'll show you that one. That's fairly decent. And just hold it down, save it, and you're good to go. Exit out of that. And the first thing I do, I go to the pixel. And this is one of the ones I did earlier. And with this app, you can do a camera, just take a picture of you or a scenery, and right then and there you can do it. Or you can do picture, or you can do like a collage. So I'm going to go to my gallery, downloads. Okay. So now I got this picture put up. This is a picture that I wanted to use. And then what I'm going to do is where it has a double circle, I'm going to click on that, and then I just go right to adjustments. And with the adjustments, it dims the picture a little bit. So you can, when you put your text on there, it sticks out. Because if you don't do that and you try to put words up here, let me show you what will happen. Let me go out of here. If you go straight to this is one of the pictures I did earlier. If you go straight to it and try to put words on there, a lot of times because it's so bright, it kind of overshadows the words. You can't really see exactly what it's saying. I'm just going to do something this simple just to show you an example. And see, it doesn't stick out. You know, a lot of times you might have something that's in the background that's white and you can't really tell. If your text is not clear, your audience they won't engage with the picture as much, because they can't tell what it's saying. Now, if I was to put it right there, you know, it's clear and people can see it. But because the background is so bright, it still is taken away from the message that you're trying to convey to your audience. And a lot of the times, you might want to put something in there like, hey, click the link in my pic, or find out more about how you can earn money from home. Different things like that. So you want to dim. Let me go back to adjustments. You want to dim it a little bit. I said just a little bit, just a tad, not necessarily too much where you don't know what the picture is about. So now let me go back to my Phonto, and I'm going to upload it. Go into my gallery, and this is a picture that I just dimmed a little bit. So I'm going to go to the pencil up here at the top. And as I stated, this is where you want to think about what message you want your audience to get. Where you're trying to go with the text, and so you could say the luxury life. If you want to see or find out how you can, live the same luxury life by clicking the link in the bio. You can put whatever text you want right there. It all depends. Like I said, it all depends on what you want your audience to get from it. If you just overall just want to just kind of engage with your audience a little bit, you can just say, hey, living a luxury life. Or, if you work hard, then you can, reap the benefits of your hard work, or whatever you want to get across to them. And I usually have like a text of different things that I want to say at some point, and then I match it up with, with my pictures as I go along. So let's see, let's do something random. And I do center it so it can be nice, crisp, and straight to the point. So let's see, have patience. Great things.
Make it say, no limit. Got that masterpiece. No limit, baby. Can get that black car.
And with this,
no limit.
You want to play around with it a little bit, because you want it to, look a certain type of way. You don't want it to look like you just threw it together. You didn't have any type of thought behind it, and you didn't really put a lot of effort into it. So I usually kind of play around with it just to see what looks right. And see, that's centered, nice, crisp. Even though the second line is longer than the others, it's centered. it's well put together. Like I said, this is just an example. And now you want to change the size, so you'll go to size, and I usually try to stick to like the 30 with my text. And as you can see the difference between the first time where I just put luxury life, and now I have they have patience, uh, have patience. Great things take time to build. It's more crisp this way when you dim the background. So then I'll go back up, get my pencil again, and I the way I do, I kind of did it a little different when I first started, but as you go along, you kind of find what works best for you. I found that putting IG and then my name versus just putting the at, I get more engagement from that. And then I go to my size, and with my name, I usually stick it with 15. And now that we have, what we want to say, and we have our name, what you do is you just select your text, and right here where it says move, it give you a position to where you can just center it automatically. And then you go to your name and then center it. Make sure to center it. And now you don't have to try to figure out, okay, is it centered or is not. It does everything for you. And so once you are satisfied with the picture, what you would do is just go over here to this little disc right here where you just hit save. And depending on type of phone you got, you might have ads that pull up or so forth. But what you also want to do, I found, depending on I guess the type of phone that you have. If right now I have the Galaxy Edge. So some of my pictures I can hit save and upload it to Instagram without any problems. And some of the pictures, for whatever reason, it comes out blurry. So what I take and do, I just have to take a extra step, and I just got in the habit of doing it with every picture. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and screen. I'm gonna do like a little screen Snapchat type, screen save, and okay, I got that on there. And I'm gonna go to my gallery. It went off of it on there, so I gotta go through my edits. And this will allow me to be able to crop it. And it says sometimes it'll come out crisp, sometimes I gotta kind of play with it, do an extra step. But whatever you have to do for your business, I would say do it. And now I have my clean cut picture. So then I just go over to Instagram. I guess it didn't. Let me make sure that it's saved. Oh, it didn't save it. Okay. Now let's go back. There we go. And just make sure it's centered, because like you see, it's all blown up. It's not as crisp as I would like it to be. Just kind of make it fit to the page. And now you have your text with your Instagram name, and you just hit next. You can still kind of play around with it and do different things to it. All depends on you. It depends on your audience, what they feed off of. I like that. It gives it that more crisp look after the finished product. Next, you just do like a nice little caption. For this, I'm just going to say something simple. Double tap if you agree. And nice little emoji. Okay, and it's good to at least tag one person of authority. I usually tag like either Ty Lopez or Gary V, and then I always share it to my Facebook fan page that I have linked on here, and then I'll just share. And now that I have it shared, that's just half the battle. The next battle, what you would have to do is, if you don't already have hashtags already like pre-stored in your head or pre-stored in your phone, I would definitely suggest that you go to Google and type in for whatever niche you have. And in this case, MCA. You could type in top MCA hashtags, and then it'll give you a list of them. I already have some already locked in. And like I said, it all depends on what works for you. I usually change. Sometimes I kind of change it, but at least it's giving me the structure of it. And like I said, you can change it and do different things as you see fit. And then I usually try to put like at least a space in there. You have to put like a dot or a hashtag or something in there. But I hit the space. And now, voila. And depending on, the type of people you have in your circle, people either they'll comment as soon as possible or it may take them a little bit. And then usually what you should do, definitely, most definitely, is important, is engaging with people as they're liking your stuff. And so if you're going through, just go through and comment on those who did like it. Kind of engage with them. Send them a message in the direct mail box, and just talk to them. That's how you can get more leads and stuff on Instagram. And that's what I do. That's how I get 90% of my sales on Instagram. Just engaging with different people that like my posts, and I do got a little over 4,000 on there, which it's constantly building and so forth daily. So, but that is how you can get some engagement on Instagram and ultimately get more leads and more sales on Instagram with your MCA business. So, if you like this video and you found value, uh, as always, do me a solid. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, and share. Let other people in your team know what you're looking at and what you're looking at on a daily. That's helping you grow your business and ultimately, can be a game changer. But thanks again for stopping by my YouTube channel, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.